Welcome back, guys. I'm just gonna give y'all an update on the project bike. It's far from done, but we're getting there. This is like the third snorkel idea I've came up with. I think this is finally gonna be it. Obviously, I had it taller at one point, and it kept shutting off. I think I got it figured out. It's the CDI box, which is back there. Also, this bumper, it's not custom. It's off in 87 and down, which you have to trim your plastics and move them back some. And it's a tight fit, but it works. And I really like the look of that more than the 88 bumper and rack. Obviously, I took the rack off. Sportsman, this is any of the Sportsman 550s, 850s, or 1000s. This is a handlebar off of them. Obviously, the stock, what do you call this? I'm not sure what you call it, light bar thing, whatever. That's stock from Honda, and I made a Sportsman throttle box. They're all mostly going to be the same through all the Sportsmans. I know for a fact, but some of them have like 3 modes instead of 2. But inside and how it's built is mostly the same. Have a 35 psi pump off eBay. Sorry, it's rolling. Hold on a second. Have it hooked up to a toggle switch. Works perfectly fine. Everyone says you can't do that. I do it, and it works perfectly fine. I've been running it for about 6 weeks now, and it does fine. I got all my vent lines ran into my airbox carb. Got another carb down there, and I'm building a custom intake because I hate the stock one. You can't ever get it sealed up right. Custom gas tank I made work, and yeah, she's solid. Rebuilt the whole rear end, made my own little weird tiger tail thing. I did have a winch in the front with that 88 bumper, but I literally, since I've owned it, I've only got stuck once, and that's when I was on 25s. No, it's 25 bulbs in the front and 24 mud lights in the back, and I bottomed out on the frame. Someone yanked me over, went back at it, hit it with some speed, and made it up. But yeah, she's getting there. Got the pod lights. I got them actually wired up now. They weren't wired up at first. Plenty bright. Everyone says you don't want to block your middle light, but I actually kind of like center snorkels, and when you turn, it'll shine. Now to give y'all an update, which I'll update y'all on how I did the snorkel and the 350 Rancher Carbon custom intake once my spa hose comes in. And here's the update on the Sportsman. Here, let me turn off the music. Trip on shit. This is the Sportsman as it sits. Got all the stock arms off of it. Got the bumper, shock springs, rear bumper, Seco Racing rear diff brace. Got all that off. I'm gonna be powder coating that. I'm not gonna say what color. There's my seat. I just redid that one. I've actually got the Honda seat out at the trim shop getting actually done because when I bought it, it didn't even have foam on that seat. But that's gator skin, and my bike's named Deferol, so if y'all can't figure it out, too bad. Building a custom exhaust, just put new seals in the rear diff, which is totally worth it. For like 20 bucks you can get both seals off eBay, and one of mine was leaking, and that's just disgusting. There was water and mud built up in that. It's kind of dried since then. Yeah, pretty simple. I got a QSC, I think that's what they're called, Quad something racing. I got that for the primary, a clutch kit made for 35s to 40s, high lifter edition, blah blah blah. And when I do that, I'm gonna seal up my belt box because it's just definitely leaking somewhere. Also did a brand new vent line on the rear diff. That's a pain in the butt to get on. You have to take all 4 bolts that hold the diff in and slide it kind of forward and down, or it's impossible to get that vent line off and on. Also gonna be taking the air box out and get that 100% because last time I had it out, or like a couple of months ago, I had water up here for about, I'd say a good 3 minutes, and I had water in the air box. So for a $2,000 motor, I'd rather spend a day getting that damn air box out and sealing it off 100% than having to rebuild that sumbitch. Other than that, everything's good. I gotta redo this fuse wire. It's kind of loose. But yeah, brand new battery. Like, there's a bunch of brand new stuff going on here. I'm waiting on a bunch of parts, garage product bushings. Give you a little peek on the new A-arms. Outcast 3-inch with their new extra rake. Also not going to be using front stock hubs. I'm going to do something custom. I'll update y'all on that when that comes in. I'm not doing portals, but do want to do something different. Got an aftermarket set of handlebars and different pod. I was going to switch it out to the digital screen that the new 2021 high lifters have and the regular sportsmen's have. But that was like, I couldn't find one for less than $200 used. I was just like, I'm going to stick with that. But other than that, everything's coming along great. Obviously, I'm not keeping the 32 Moto Havocs. Those are going to get sold. I might keep the wheels and go to 35s on 18s. Or I have another idea where I just sell that whole setup. On the Honda, I am going to be lifting it soon. I've got 400EX front shocks coming in to lift it. Along with, I'm going to be building a stretch for the rear. And that's going to lift it enough to easily clear these and give me a good enough gap to at least clear 31s, which is what I want to do with this. But, well, if y'all have any questions, also, my stock A-arms are for sale. I have all bushings should probably be replaced, but brand new ball joints, one ride on them. But all that's for sale, all 8 A-arms, they are arched. I sell my front hubs if anyone wants those. What else? I got a stock, what is it? It's a stock OEM rear axle for sale. What else? And also my Seco Racing frame braces, not my diff brace. I'm powder coating that. My frame braces are for sale, front and rear. It's a 4-piece. I'm selling that because I'm doing a full gusket kit. So if y'all want that, what, $60? Just message or comment down below and we can get something figured out. Also, my A-arms are for sale. I was going to ask $150 if you pick them up, and a little bit more if I have to ship them. Other than that, I still have a bunch of stock Sportsman 850 parts from a part out I did a while back. If anyone wants that. Also, I've got a Live Round Sound 18-inch sound bar. Works perfectly fine. It's not hooked up right now, but works perfectly fine. $200. I just don't want it anymore. Might be running a bottle of NOS and not that stupid twisted T on the back, and I like standing on my back rack, so I don't want it back here, and I don't like the look of it mounted up front. So $200, you can get that perfectly working good. They're like $350 new, and stock A-arms $150. Seco Racing braces $60. Got any other questions? What I'm doing with the bike? Just anything? Questions about the parts I'm selling? Just comment down below, and I'll keep y'all updated on both the builds.